For someone who is trying to connect with their mind and body, do you have any advice for them?
Trying to connect with their mind and body. Yeah. So it would be finding a modality that you
Fits
feel
you.
expansive
Yeah.
towards, like something. So if you're finding like, ooh, I actually like am open to meditation. Okay, go into meditation and find. I always like to like not be dogmatic with things. Like find 5 different modalities of meditation from 5 different teachers or people speaking, like anything, and then test it out. See which one that you feel most expansive with. We talked about this before, but at the beginning, maybe it's not going to be the most fun thing ever, but just knowing that you need to build that momentum and start ingraining that behavior and that pattern, then it will just get easier. But again, if you want to connect with your mind and body, just start listening and start finding what's already, like, even if you have the intention's everything. So the intention of, I want to connect with my mind and body, then your RAS, your reticular activating system, is going to go to work for you and pull things that are already in your reality, and you're going to start seeing them like, oh, this guy popped up on my feed, like I'm going to look at that, like, ooh, I'm resonating with that. And then you go on this really interesting individualized journey to finding what supports you. So it's always available to you, and it's already available to you, but it's like, yeah, setting the intention, okay, I'm open to this, and then start programming your mind, and then you'll start seeing those things already, and then you
Yeah.
just go with what resonates
That's
with
what's
you.
hard, is seeing the pattern, you know? You don't
Yeah.
really see it. You just go with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you flow with it. It's like a little river, you know? You
Yeah.
try to catch that that river, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's what happened with my podcast. Like, all my guests is pretty much like me and you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, wait, she's talking about that? That's interesting. Okay, let's ask her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's literally what it is. Like, if I don't vibrate, if I don't feel a certain attachment, not only to their story, but to the persona, then it goes a long way. And everything in life is about who you meet. People, like, I used to be introverted. I still am a little bit. I hate going out. I used to work in a nightclub,
I was
so
like,
it's
you're
just
introverted? Are you?
Yeah. I think it changed. I'm pretty sure it changed. Okay. But it's hard to get out, but I'm telling you, like, it will open up doors. Like, do the activities, say yes.
Yeah.
I used to say no all the time. Like, yeah, of course, sometimes it bites you in the ass because you have a bunch of projects on the go, and that's literally my life right now. But say yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's easy to say no. Just say yes. Why not? Time goes by so fast.
Yeah.
Life goes by so quick. It's sad. Like, you know, like, especially during the pandemic, like, that was nuts. Like, 2 years. That was 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like a weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just enjoy the time you have left.
No, 100%. And get okay with being uncomfortable. Like, you know, like, even like saying yes, but even like when the door opens, like being okay with even going up to that person that you're seeing, that you're like, I really feel like I'm resonating with you, and like starting that conversation or reaching out to them on social media or anything, like being okay with just like getting out of your comfort zone and just doing it. If it feels aligned, and you feel like, even like if you're listening, it's like, okay, this person has something for me. And then you're always learning through each other, right? Like every single person that's talking to you is a mirror reflection of you. So like, what can you learn from everyone that you're coming into contact with? Even the person that you like completely disagree with and are like so irked by, it's like you're always learning from.
But there's a reason why they act like that, and there's a reason why you perceive them that way.
Exactly.
You know, it's just human beings are very complicated things. You know?
Things.
Things.
Yeah.
We are things. We are little things. You know?
No, 100%.
But it's hard to start to initiate the conversation, but people are friendly.
Yeah, everyone's feeling the same. Yeah,
everyone's feeling the same.
Everyone wants connection, and
exactly
feels a lot of people. Even like being a coach, right? You get inside the minds of people, and you see that everyone's kind of longing for the same things. Like everyone kind of feels disconnected. They're feeling lonely. They're having all of these blocks, which are the same blocks in every single person. And it's like, once you can just realize that like we're all dealing with the same things and we're all kind of feeling the same way, just kind of opens you up to, like, you know, connections.
Of course, some people have like different levels of trauma.
Yeah.
You know, of course, so I'm not going to compare, you know, my trauma to like a war veteran or something. But hey, you know, the reality and the trauma that people face is, you know, it correlates with their past life, like the time that they've been through that trauma. So let's say my biggest trauma was, I don't know, like a breakup or whatever. Okay. Well, for me, that's my biggest trauma because that's the only thing I've been through. There's nothing else to compare it to, you know?
Yeah.
Of course it's not, but it just, I don't know. Everybody has their own different point of views, but down to the core, to the basis, it's the same emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. People come to me and they're like, nothing's gone wrong, but like the example that you gave, like everything's so relative. So the breakup to you, for someone who hasn't been through a lot of things, and again, like people have always been through. It's just the story and the emotion that the person, the perspective of the person, the meaning that they're making out of every experience. So something can happen, like say I spilled this glass
Oh, fuck,
when
please
I was
don't.
like 3
Please
or
don't.
something like that.
My producer will murder me.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful this is. Don't ruin it.
If I created a story like I'm the biggest fuck up ever, like I can never do anything right and felt so much shame and guilt from that experience, that's going to stay. And that could be the same feeling and story that someone who has experienced, I don't know, physical abuse or like severe trauma could also have. So it's all relative and it's all just the story and the emotions that the person has created and that they're carrying with them. So again, it's super relative and it could be like the smallest thing, but again, like with the experience too, if you haven't had too much happen in the years of formation, so between the ages of 0 to 7, then the breakup to you could be like just feel
The worst
so
thing ever.
dramatic,
Yeah.
right? But then if say someone who had experienced a lot of trauma in those years also had a breakup, it could just be like normal. Like they're resilient enough to just be like, okay, cool, like we'll just move past it. So it's so individualized, and you just have to understand like
part of the
how
journey.
this gets stuck in your system too.
How about your journey? Do you have any plans? Like in the future, like do you have any projects coming up?
Yeah, well, I'm wanting to do more in-person stuff. So I have my
Cool.
breathwork certification, so I want to be leading people through journeys with that. And then my timeline shifting method does combine breathwork, and then it's like the meditation and all of that.
I would
But
love
then
to. I'm dead serious. I would love to.
I'll give you a free session. It will be cool.
Damn,
We'll
let's
through
go.
it. Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I would love to try. I've never tried it, so.
Cool.
you know.
Yeah. It's awesome. And then with the breathwork too, it's 3-hour sessions, but it's like 60 to 90 minute like breathwork journey that
Okay.
you're doing, and you're just
Jesus.
releasing a whole bunch of stuff too. Yeah. So I want to be doing more of that and combining them both. And then also I want to be doing like in-person retreats and stuff. So again, I'm moving to Thailand, so I want to be doing like retreats
You're
and fun stuff
moving
there.
to Thailand?
Yeah, for at least a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
thought you.
excited.
Okay, you said you were going at the beginning. She
Going.
said that she was going to Thailand. I'm like, okay, that's cool. In like 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, no, you're moving
Yeah,
to Thailand.
like, we're full-on
downtown
moving.
Bangkok.
No.
Okay,
Koh
thank
Samui.
God.
Have
Okay.
you been?
No, I have not. My uncle is Thai though.
Oh, damn.
I
You
would-
have to go.
Yeah, I would love.
You'll love it.
I would love to.
Yeah.
The street food.
Yeah, I know. So it's like a little island southeast of like Bangkok.
Okay.
And it's so chill. It's so freaking beautiful. The energy is so good. The food so good. Yeah, so I'm excited. So but I want to hold retreats there too, and just have that like really intensive where I can just like fully support the person and like just help release and also learn how to use their mind.
Do you like being nomadic? You seem like you're a person who likes to travel a lot.
Yeah, I do. I'm always moving. It's interesting. I don't know if you know, Healy might be too woo-woo for you, but I'll show you after. It's just like
for sure.
a frequency device. So it reads your field and then it will like tell you things. And what was really interesting that came up was in the root center, it was saying like this person always tries to find home, like moves a lot because they're trying to find a home without realizing that their home is in themselves. And I was like, damn, is this like an unconscious pattern that I just keep moving around,
Wow.
trying to find
Running
somewhere?
away.
Yeah, because it's so interesting. And I had this experience when I was in Thailand last time. We were in this like beautiful villa. It was like the infinity pool, like the sunset was going down. It was so nice. And I felt uncomfortable. Like I felt anxious. And I was like, oh, it actually doesn't matter where you go at all. It doesn't matter what's happening in the external. It's just what's going on in your internal world that's like being perceived in the external. So yeah, it's like just finding home. But yeah, I'm always moving around. I love moving around and just like feeling out different
Wow.
places.
Is there a place you?
Speak on the game.